Hello children, I'm going to read you a new story today. This story is called Parts. That's the title of the story. And the author, that's the person that writes the words in the story, is called Ted Arnold. It looks like it's about a little boy today. There he is. I just don't know what's going on or why it has to be, but every day it's something worse. What's happening to me? Look, he's holding his tummy. He doesn't look very happy, and we can see little droplets of sweat where he's sweating because he's so worried. I wonder what he's worried about. I think it was 3 days ago I first became aware that in my comb were caught a couple of pieces of my hair. When he was having his wash in the morning and cleaning his teeth and brushing his hair, some of his hair fell out into the comb. He does look worried. I stared at them, amazed and more than just a bit appalled to think that I was only 5 and starting to go bald. He thinks all his hair's going to fall out and he's going to go bald, and he's only 5. Then later on, I don't recall exactly when it was, I lifted up my shirt and found this little piece of fuzz. Look, this is his tummy, and at the bottom of his tummy there's a belly button, and he's found some fluff or some fuzz. I stared at it amazed and wondered what's this all about, but then I understood it was my stuffing coming out. He thinks that inside his body has lots of stuffing, just like toys do, soft toys. And when he took the piece of fluff out of his tummy, out of his belly button, he thinks all his stuffing's going to come out. Look, he's looking not very happy, he looks worried. He thinks, oh my goodness me. Oh dear. Next day, when I was outside playing with the water hose, I saw that little bits of skin were peeling from my toes. He still looks worried, doesn't he? Sometimes, if I'm in the bath for a long time and my skin is in the water for a long time, little bits of skin do come off, but not much. I stared at them, amazed, and then I gave a little groan to think that pretty soon I might be peeled down to the bone. He thinks that all of his skin is going to fall off, and just his skeleton will be left, just his bones. Then yesterday, before my bath, as I took off my clothes, a chunk of something grey and wet fell right out of my nose. Ugh, look, can you see? Ooh, something fell out of his nose right down onto the floor. I stared at it, amazed, and thought I should be feeling pain. Well, wouldn't you if you just lost a little piece of brain? He thinks that it was part of his brain that fell out through his nose. Look, he's got a magnifying glass and he's looking at it on the floor. He's inspecting it. And he's also got lots of books about brains to see if he can find out any information, if he can find out about brains. So now today I'm sitting here enjoying Dr. Seuss, and suddenly I realise a tooth is coming loose. I wiggle it, amazed, dismayed, too horrified to speak. Without my teeth, how can I eat? Already I feel weak. Now I'm really worried. I'm as scared as I can be, because finally what's happening is very clear to see. He's thinking about it all, isn't he, on his bed? The glue that holds our parts together isn't holding me. He thinks that his body is held together with glue. Do you think your body's held together with glue? Let's see. And now I'm thinking to myself, what's next in line to go? It might be my ears. Look, they've dropped on the floor. Might be my eyeballs. How's a kid to know? He thinks that because his eyeballs are a ball shape, they're going to bounce when they fall out. One day I might be playing ball and have my arm fall off. Oops, I don't think so, do you? Or maybe I could lose my head if suddenly I cough. My head won't fall off if I cough. Listen. Has it fallen off? No. Quite soon I'll be in pieces in a pile without a shape. Look, he thinks he looks like a toy that's all broken and in pieces. He thinks that's going to be his body. Thank goodness Dad keeps lots and lots and lots of masking tape. Look what he's done with the tape. He's taped himself all around his body and some of his toys so that he doesn't fall apart. In comes Mum and Dad. And he says, "What? You forgot to tell me my teeth fall out, and when they do, some brand new teeth will soon begin to sprout." He said, Dad's going like this, isn't he? As if saying, "Well, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it, that when you're little, you have baby teeth, and they do fall out sometimes, but don't worry, because some new strong teeth will grow instead. We don't need our baby teeth now. My hair, my skin and everything, there's nothing I should fear, so all of me is normal." Phew, that's really good to hear. Look, they've taken all the masking tape off from around his body. He doesn't need masking tape, does he? Silly, silly thing. Oh, then tell me, what's this yellow stuff I got out of my ear? I think it's a little bit of wax, do you? Yeah, that's okay. And do you think it was part of his brain that fell out, that came out of his nose? I think it could have been a little bit of snot. He needs a tissue, doesn't he? Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, children. Until next time, I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.